Hello and welcome back to another video. Today here again on Gran Turismo 7 to take a look at another of my favourite cars, as there's been nothing new added recently. So I did take a look at the Porsche Carrera GT, one of my all-time favourites, quite recently, but also new to the Gran Turismo series is this Lamborghini Murcielago, another one of my absolute favourites. So, well, let's see what it's like here on Gran Turismo. So, being a 2009 car, it's available in Brand Central, as everything from 2005 onwards is, for $385,600, and is available in 12 colours: orange, yellow, green, blue, and many greys, blacks and silvers. It is also occasionally available from the used car dealership for substantially less, as we see here with this white one, which is actually where I bought mine from. Mine, of course, finished in the stunning Verde Ithaca, although this was actually the colour I found it in the used car dealership way back when I bought it. It is actually really nice to actually see the ordinary Murcielago, if we can call it ordinary, in Gran Turismo, well, in any game, as we so often only get the Super Veloce, which, of course, is an incredible car, but there's something really cool about the sort of cleaner look of this model. I love the little bat wings that pop up and pop back down again at different speeds. Remember, this is 2006, so crazy things popping up and down was kind of new still at the time. I don't think there was loads of people doing active things. Anyway, this though is of course the LP640, so it's not quite the standard Murcielago. It is slightly uprated over that original 2001 car. The LP640 was basically the updated, facelifted, slightly better car that came along in 2006, bringing back the LP designation, which they didn't use on the original one, which stands for Longitudinale Posteriore, apparently, or longitudinally mounted engine, basically, and of course 640 for the 631 horsepowers. That, though, is still up from the original, which had 571, and that, coupled with an all-wheel drive system, propels this kind of facelifted car from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, which isn't that fast now, but, well, it's still quick. For 2006, that's really not too bad. They also updated visual things like some of the lights and things like that. The ones at the back looked absolutely awful before. They were kind of multicoloured stripes, and these spirally fan ones look a lot better. It does, though, weigh a fair bit at 1,665 kilos, and that, combined with the other figures, means its overall performance point rating here in Gran Turismo is 612.41. This being Gran Turismo, there's actually a wide body available for this, and because they kind of do it subtly so it looks like it's part of the car, it kind of looks okay, so I think I'm going to do it, even though it's 100,000. I do feel slightly bad wide-bodying a Murcielago, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another one to keep standard. So in terms of wheels, which I think we have to change to get full track width, these are probably the closest to what we have, but what I'm thinking of going with is... it was under here, I'm pretty sure, was it? Hang on, I found one that was... I've lost it. How have I lost it again? Oh, there we go. I found one like the sort of original Murcielago horseshoes, which I think then means we can... It looks terrible with... What we can do then is make them wider and bring the offset out. Yeah, that's better. I did realise the standard wheels you can actually offset slightly, but they don't quite fill the arches still. But I think that looks rather cool. We might have to paint them like gloss black, because the two-tones are a little bit off on them at the moment. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at custom parts, though I probably don't want to fit these. Because, well, it does that to the front of your car. No. What about here? Yeah, all you can fit here is a custom wing, which actually blocks the... It actually blocks the area you have on there, unless you go for the big wing, which looks ridiculous. Again, nope. Nope. They're already pretty bright white. I don't think we really need to do that. It's only 150 credits, so who cares? But I mean, you can switch that for a Gran Turismo one, but it may as well say Lamborghini. Okay, let's fix those wheels and potentially repaint it, but probably not. So, there we go. I've got gloss black wheels. This is going to paint over the mirrors and stuff, but I'll gloss black those again afterwards. Interestingly, you can't actually buy Verde Ithaca, the colour that's already on this car. So I've got a few colours here that we could do. It's probably most similar to... It's somewhere between lime green and Verde Mantis, probably. Anyway, we've got Rosso Mars, which is red, which is quite an unusual colour on Lamborghini. Rancio Argos, which was the launch colour of the Aventador. Rancio, which is probably more like the right kind of orange for the car of this era. Another yellowy orange, that's actually really nice, Rancio Borealis. Orange Pearl Metallic, obviously all the greens, Verde Countach, the Countach green, Verde Draco, which I actually quite like, but you see that on a lot of Murcielagos, so I probably won't do that. And a couple of blues. Just to be kind of a bit different, I want to either go for the really bright orange, the red, or the blue, just because you don't often see those colours. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the blue. That's presumably the bonnet. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Mirrors. There we go, much better. There's something odd about them being paint colour. Stunning. Of course, painting it in this colour means I might have to one day buy a stock one in Verde Ithaca again, because I really like that colour. And the one I just bought from the used car dealer was white. So what I should really have done is kept the green one standard and modified the white one, but never mind. 2 Murcielagos is still incredible. So as I've said with the last few cars I've kind of customised and upgraded here on Gran Turismo, there's no point really building it to enter any races because I already have plenty of cars that can do that, and I've done most of the campaign races I want to do. So I'm just going to make it a nice Murcielago to drive. So what I've done is I've put it on some slightly better sports tyres, the softer ones, not taken anything from here because I don't really need to. Put in a fully customizable computer just so we can tune the power a little bit. Racing filter and obviously racing exhaust because we want maximum naturally aspirated V12 sound. I was thinking about doing the manifold as well, but it's a rather nice round 700 horsepower at the moment, so I think we might leave it. I've done the suspension, I will drop the ride height a bit. Brakes, brake pads, clutch and flywheel, kind of non-power related bits, if you like. And carbon ceramics, which I'm going to go and change the colour of now, because I always forget. There's a few options I do quite like for the colour of these, although I still don't get why the yellow is actually sort of an acid green, and the one that is actually yellow is called orange, and the green is... Anyway, I was considering either leaving it with the red, because it actually looks quite good, or going with the white or the yellow, but I think the blue does just look the best. All the rest of it is either black or blue. So, as with the last couple of cars I've tested on Gran Turismo, I'm taking the Murcielago into some open lobby free runs, just to kind of enjoy it, starting with this one at Tokyo Expressway. What kind of annoys me with these, though, is somebody's clearly set up a lobby that's aimed at just road cars, so that it's vaguely realistic, and then people come along in Vision Gran Turismos and race cars, despite the fact it says in the title and description, don't. And then they proceed to drive flat out and crash into you, or very nearly. Anyway, watch the exhaust. I'll tell you what I hadn't actually noticed. When I fitted the race exhaust, it got rid of the normal tailpipe there, and it's put... Right? It's put 2, like, normal pipes there. Which is how they did it on the original Murcielago. That kind of weird shape exhausts from the LP640. But they're still in that kind of shaped slot, but you can see the actual exhaust, which is kind of cool. Don't know how I didn't notice that yet. Oh, there we go, that's it. Okay, there we go. If you just, like, slow down a bit and then slam it down a gear. The way cars backfire on this game is a bit over the top. Especially if you fitted anti-lag, which I can't to this, obviously, because it's naturally aspirated. But Incredible. They're even bigger when you shift down into first. See, you just try and have a nice drive in your Murcielago with some other people in the lobby, and then there's somebody in a racing car that's just always gonna... Anyway. There's plenty of races to join if you want to drive a racing car very quickly. I'm more and more pleased with this colour choice, actually, the more we drive. Especially here, like, in some of the lights. Yeah, why is everyone so fast, lol? It's supposed to be a... Hello, GTR. We seem to have been joined by Civic. Kind of a shame you can't modify the interiors, actually, because it's not the most exciting to look at. Wow. Thanks, host. Surely the system should be if the host wants to leave, they leave, and somebody else is then promoted to host. But never mind, let's find another one. So I've now managed to get the last spot in an open lobby with somebody who's live on Twitch. So yeah. Just found a random lobby of somebody who is live on Twitch. Actually, this looks really cool on the blue and yellow curving. Oh, they seem to have turned round and started driving the other way. Might be able to go... If we start heading this way, then we can wait a little bit closer to them. Right, we found them. That is a horrendous turning circle. Okay, now to catch up, and then be careful once we get there. That no entry warning is quite annoying. Okay, I wonder if you can turn that off. Yeah, I would suggest they just went the right way. This is cool though. This is like the first lot of people in the lobby where they all actually drive together. Oh, we've got the police and everything. Not the band. Let's go on a proper drive with them to finish up. Then I might stay in here actually and start driving some other cars around, but... yeah. For today's video looking at the Murcielago, let's go on one last run with these guys. Oh wait, see, I've kind of parked on the JDM side. Oh, never mind, there's a Courgette here as well. Oh, I'm in reverse. I like this Ford GT. What I'm loving is the variety here. Got American police cars, Bugattis, Fords, JDM stuff, modified stuff. Keep distance, don't crash. Let's roll! Excellent. Keep right side, yes. We're in France, remember everyone. Ferrari's tyres are not happy. We're supposed to be going this way or that way? I'm confused now. Still haven't figured out how people honk their horns on this game. So he just asked everyone to overtake so he could see their cars, and one car is now in front of him. People are just unable to take instructions. Anyway, that's probably going to do it for a first look at the Murcielago here on Gran Turismo 7. And that is going to do it for a very first look at the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640 here on Gran Turismo 7. Yes, I know it's another car that isn't new as such, but I believe it was new to this iteration of Gran Turismo, or at least returning. It wasn't in GT Sport, I don't think. But there we go. Another one of my all-time favourite cars. Do absolutely love this era of Lamborghini. But yeah, do go and check out the video on the Porsche Carrera GT. If you didn't already, that's another of my favourites here. Really enjoyed taking a look at that one, and also taking it into some similar online lobbies like that. But yeah, for now, for a very first look at this car, that is going to be all. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope there's an update soon with some more stuff for us to take a closer look at. And yeah, I'll be back with the next video very soon.